Hey kittens! Silver here with a special evening edition of my latest plush review video. One thing I had neglected to do earlier on in the week was share my Christmas haul from this year, currently 2021. It is now New Year's Eve, so it's the final day of the year, and I thought it was the best time to share the plush that I got just from my family for Christmas this year. So the first one is this beautiful collie by the name of Sheba, and she's by Douglas Cuddle Toys, as so many of my recent plush acquisitions are. So there's her. She doesn't have a yes, she has her tush tag, but not a hang tag. And she was manufactured, I think, between the years, I want to say 2003 to 2016. So she had a good long run, but she did undergo some design changes over the course of her production. So this is the earlier version of Sheba, and probably I would say maybe my preferred version. Both are really, really nice. I actually do have the older version as well, but the new version of Sheba, or sorry, the old version of Sheba, which you're looking at here, has this nice airbrushing on the top of her head, which the newer one lacks. And she also has posable ears. There's actually wiring in her ears, which I think is such a cute feature because you can just sort of position them whichever way you want to. If you want to make her perky and upright, you can do that, or kind of docile and shy, you can sort of fold them in that way. So I thought that was really, really cute. And she has a little pleather nose and those beautiful expressive brown eyes. Super adorable plush, very, very soft material. That nice sort of long-haired look. Now, one odd thing about this Sheba is, for some reason or another, the person who sold this Sheba decided to remove the tail. So normally Sheba does have a tail, sort of, supposed to be the same color as her fur with the white tip on the end. This Sheba does not have a tail. And she actually did require a little bit of fixing up because whoever removed the tail didn't quite finish the job and close the hole that they created. So that was sort of unfortunate. My poor baby was maimed, but that does not take away from her sweetness and just the adorableness of her face, if that is a word. I'm not entirely sure on that. But you see some really nice markings here. We got the nice white chest floof, and it kind of goes midway down, not all the way down. And she has the white tipped paws. And all in all, just a really gorgeous plush. I would highly recommend Sheba, especially if you're a collie fan. And speaking of collies, Sheba was not the only collie that I received this year under the Christmas tree. So I also got this beautiful standing Lassie plush, and she was given to me specifically by my younger brother. And I absolutely love the colors on this Lassie. There's so many just sort of rich, beautiful colors going on in her coat. And Lassie's a rough collie, so she has that extremely long-haired fur, more so than Sheba. And despite the fact that she's a standing plush, she actually does have a good amount of squish to her. So, you can kind of sort of flex her legs a little bit. They're not so stiff that that they're immovable. So I was really happy about that. So you can almost kind of put her in a bit of a laying position if you wanted to. But she's super gorgeous. She actually came with her own little collar as well. Her name, I think, is engraved on here somewhere. It's somewhere under the fur, but I actually did take the liberty of adding a nice little handmade tag for her as well. So that's Lassie's pretty little sparkly star tag. And Lassie has a black plastic nose and just really beautiful coloring. Just that tri-colored fur is so eye-catching, and really just unlike any other dog breed out there. She's got such a distinctive, sort of iconic look. And she also has the little Lassie name embroidered on the bottom of her paw pad. So that's another telltale sign that you have a legitimate Douglas Lassie plush. And this does also come in a sitting version, and there's two laying versions. One is I think about 20 inches and one is very large. I forget the exact measurement, but let me see if, so here's her little tush tag here with her fancy name in script. And this lassie was produced in 2017. So that's my lassie. And then last up, I have this absolutely beautiful boy or girl. It could be, well, I think I've settled on it being a boy, but I am subject to change, so who knows. So this is the large version of Buttercup, the doodle. I had seen the smaller or medium-sized versions of Buttercup in the past. This large Buttercup was released recently as a holiday edition, and I definitely would strongly recommend the large version if you have the room and if you're so inclined. This plush is absolutely adorable. So floppy, so squishy. The material is just baby soft, absolutely delightful to touch. And the face on this one is absolutely precious. I mean, he or she would just sort of convert any sort of Douglas naysayer. I'm quite convinced of that. She's now I'm calling her she, so maybe it is a she, but Buttercup is so precious, and you see he or she also has the leatherette nose, and again sort of a tri-colored plush. Kind of there was all sort of a very similar color scheme going on with all three, if you noticed, which wasn't intentional, but Buttercup is sort of that nice caramel beige color, and then you got the lighter cream beige on her muzzle and a little spot on her head. I love the shape of the tail on Buttercup as well. It stays sort of kind of upright and perky, and it's got that nice little curve to it. And there's that nice darker brown on the tips of her ears. And then she's got the white on the belly, or the cream, the sort of off-white. And there's a little patch on Buttercup's chest and on the ends of the feet there. And I'll give you a quick look at the tush tag as well, and her hang tag. So there we go, Buttercup Doodle Mix Pup, large. And also Buttercup comes with his or her own red collar. So I'm probably going to use that to make a tag as well. They're all going to, Sheba and Buttercup are both going to need their own tags, but we're sort of in the process of completing those. So that was my Christmas haul for this year. I thought it was fitting that I end the year on that note, just to kind of show you some of my end of year plush acquisitions. And I've definitely been very fortunate, not just just in general, not just, from my family, but finding, these amazing plush right at the very end of the year. So I'm very grateful. And lastly of all, I just wanted to say how grateful I am to all of you for watching, for subscribing, liking, everybody who has, viewed or commented or had any sort of positive or encouraging thing to say to me. I am just grateful from the bottom of my heart. I never imagined that this little channel would blow up the way that it did. The fact that I'm now at, I think, over 200 subscribers just blows my mind. The fact that, you were willing to, sort of tune in on my little adventures and, just watch a girl unbox her plush is completely humbling to me. So thank you all so much. You've had such a huge impact. And I am going to just keep riding on this momentum, and I promise to keep producing as much content as I possibly can in the year to come. So thank you so much, everybody. I hope you all have a wonderful, happy, healthy 2022, and I hope you'll continue to join me in my unboxing adventures and my reviews and any other thing that I have coming your way. So thanks once again, everybody, and I will be back again in the new year with some more plush goodness for you. Bye, guys.